we will start a live stream, and I would like to start it with chanting mantra Om 3 times. So, hello, my friends, and today, live, today is my birthday. Today is my 40th birthday, and this is what I want to share with you. But I would like to start. I would like to start with a prayer to our Creator, to God, to Lord, to the source of all of us, of all of that is, to life itself. Goes my prayer, addressing our Creator and expressing my gratitude for life I was given. It is a blessing to be alive, although many times this life can be challenging and difficult. Many times you may feel like you don't want to live, but at the same time, life is a gift, the biggest gift, and I'm grateful for this gift to, to life itself. Personally, I'm grateful for everything I have lived, for the way that my path has been. And my prayer is that this Creator of ours be with us, be with us, and help us, guide us in our lives, all of us, giving us wisdom and understanding how to live better, giving us challenges that make us grow, but also giving us love and joy to really live beautiful lives. At the same time, knowing that there are many people right now in the world who are experiencing suffering, much more than I personally do. My prayer goes to those people in wars, those people in different states of difficulties, harsh difficulties. I think they are the ones who need help. And therefore may divine eye and heart help those people in need. And at the same time that God, that Creator, may He enlighten all of us and help us have good lives. So, happy birthday, Dolama Mantas. Today I'm turning 40. Today recently I've got this message from my good friend, my brother Mantas from Lithuania, and he wrote me, "Welcome to the club." So, what he meant, as far as I understood, was welcome to the club of 40s. So, entering a new decade. This is why I also, just a few hours ago, I shaved my head. You see, kind of bald headed. I shaved my head as a kind of sign of entering something new, entering my fourth decade, kind of letting go of the past and embracing, yeah, man, embracing my life. So normally I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't celebrate any holidays, so to say. And as you know, for many years I have lived as a hermit, austerity. So for me, celebrating my birthday wasn't a thing that is not something that I do. However, maybe the things got changed a little bit or more than a little bit since I got to know my beautiful woman, Sol, now the mother of my beautiful daughter, 1 year old. So this made me more social and less austerities, kind of. No, definitely no more a hermit. But now, as I'm turning 40, which is an anniversary, I thought that this is proper of me to do, yeah, to do something more and making this live stream and connecting with all of my dear friends from all around the world. So many people that I have my privilege and blessing and joy in my heart to know. I need to have a lot of true friends around the world, which is such a blessing, such a meaningful thing to have people who are there to you and to whom you are there. What a blessing, what a blessing. And with this blessing also I'm entering my fourth decade. So yes, I'm entering my birthday with a lot of gratitude and the joy in my heart. And yes, I'm grateful to have many true friends and many of you watching this stream, this video right now. Likely you know me, so likely we are we are there to each other. Today is a beautiful day here in the jungle. It is sunny. My beautiful woman and my beautiful daughter are out. So right now I'm alone starting this live stream. I would love you to see them, my beautiful family, but I know that you have seen them also on my different charts and other videos which I share. But entering fourth decade now as a householder, as a family man, not as a hermit, uh, is of course different. But I'm taking and I'm living it with a lot of gratitude and a lot of love. And indeed, I'm grateful to my life for I have lived many things in those 40 years. I have lived way more than a normal 40 years of a normal 40 years old man. I have lived a lot in this incarnation, so to say. I've lived a lot. and I feel grateful to still be here, still be alive. I made it. I made it. The life as intense as I had, with so many things, so many intense things that I have lived. Many of those years you have maybe seen me on those videos that I have been sharing on my YouTube channel since 2008, when my spiritual path started. Kind of, you have seen my change over the last how many years? Many years. And me, I feel grateful. I feel grateful for everything I have lived. Life is a gift, and I'm grateful to be alive. So, my brothers, my sisters, you are welcome to write your whatever messages, uh, happy birthday wishes, and maybe some questions if you want. What I see, what I have already seen, is my brother Danny is alive. Feliz cumpleaños, brother. Happy birthday, brother. So for me, one of the first gifts for my birthday is to receive this message from brother Danny. So I'm I'm glad to see that you made it, bro. I'm glad that you are alive, my brother Danny. And this is also what I have mentioned, this such a privilege and such a blessing, such a joy in my life to have met and to have true friends, true brothers, so dear that it makes, yeah, it fills my heart and my being with joy and with gratitude to know people that I know. And my brother Danny, yesterday he had an important surgery. So I'm happy that you are alive, my brother. You made it. Uh, as we continue, as you see, I'm talking spontaneously, just going along, and I would like to go on talking, but at the same time, from time to time, maybe chant some mantras. This is what I've been doing for so many years, and this is what I love to do and what is meaningful to me. So I think I would like to give some good energy with the chanting of Abuelo, the shaman, master shaman I have had my blessing, my privilege to learn with and learn shamanism, Amazonian jungle shamanism from him. He taught me into ayahuasca and master plant dietas. Abuelo. Uh, so this Icaro, this song I have learned from him, and I would like to share it with you. This is the song, shamanic song that I chant during the shamanic ceremonies which I guide, such as ayahuasca ceremonies and other plant ceremonies as well. I hope you will be able to hear both my chant as well as the drum. Shayare muy baltare muy sowa uku mantatiare muy jayare muy baltare muy sowa uku mantatiare muy Kurakiyo hibariyo traiga todo tu tribu rey 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 con sus armas rara rey rey su flechita su pucuna rey rey con sus armas rara rey rey su flechita su pucunio rey 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 danzan danzan en el cuerpo rara rey rey con sus armas rara rey rey bailen bailen en el cuerpo rara rey rey con sus armas rara rey rey jayaremos baltaremos suauku mantatiaremos jayaremos baltaremos suauku mantatiaremos kurakiyo hibariyo traiga todo tu tribu rey 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 con sus armas rara rey rey su flechita su pucuna rey rey con sus armas rara rey rey su flechita su pucunio rey 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 danzan danzan en el cuerpo rara rey rey con sus armas rara rey rey bailen bailen en el cuerpo rara rey rey con sus armas rara rey rey ayahuasca rey 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 mapachito rey 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 abuelito rey 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 chirik sanangito rey 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 bombin sana rey 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 madre selva rey 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 ancestritos rey 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 maestritos rey 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 diosito rey 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 rey. So this is one of the Icaros, the shamanic songs I have learned from the old man, from the shaman. This was my kind of the beginning, or almost the beginning of my shamanic path. And it is always beautiful to remember the abuelo, the shaman, and I always have him present in my heart, in my being, and in the shamanic ceremonies as well. And I'm grateful to have his memory in this chant I have just chanted, but at the same time in my heart, in my being, in my memories, of course. I'm grateful for abuela in my life. So we have some comments, we have some happy wishes I can see. So Nice to see you again, Stella Maris. Happy birthday. And some time ago, one of my dear brothers, he told me his feelings about the birthday. Well, he said that he's not looking forward for birthdays because birthday just shows that you are getting older, 1 year older, and I guess that many people feel the same way or a similar way as in regards to birthday and as in regards with life. As the time goes on, we get older. Now I'm 40 years old, so you know, kind of a mature man. No more a youngster. No more a youngster. and and maybe many people look it as as some kind of starting of a decline in terms of like maybe the energy you have, the strength you have, and such. However, I'm grateful to celebrate my 40th birthday strong and healthy. Even though I have lived many intense things in my life, and even in the last few years I have struggled for my life, uh, I was close to the other side, so to say, with my story of jungle diseases, leishmaniasis, then dengue. But I'm grateful to feel my body and have my body the way I do, as you can see. Do you want to see? So there is Dolama Mantas flexing. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have the body that I have, the health that I have, the energy that I have. I've just shown you my muscles, and in fact, what an interesting and special thing. I just a few days ago I weighed myself on the scale to see how heavy I am, and it was 20, no, it was 82 or 83 kilograms, which is kind of the heaviest I've got. Meaning I have never been this heavy, this big, and as you can see, it's all muscles. So you can see that I'm in the best shape of my life in terms of muscular development, which you can see in my videos. I enjoy doing. I love training. I always, have loved training. I started training at 13 years of age, and training was a part of my life throughout the years, maybe with some exceptions. When I would go into more austerity mode, hermit mode, I would just do meditations and maybe some breathing exercises, asanas, postures, but I wouldn't train my physical muscles as much. But overall, throughout my life, I have trained a lot, and this is what I love to do, and I'm grateful to greet my 40-year-old birthday in the best shape of my life. How's about that? That's a blessing. That's a blessing. I'm grateful to commemorate, to recognize, and to appreciate as well. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my path, what I have lived. I have lived many things. I have lived many transformations in those 40 years. And as I have said, some people may look the years as something as as getting older, as something kind of negative. But the way I see it in a different way. I'm happy the way I have lived my life, and I'm happy with what I have done, with what I have left, because I know that life continues, and I know that one day I will be no. One day, my time on this planet, on this in this experience will be over, and then I will go. And and I feel happy about that too. But I feel happy about knowing that the way I have lived, that I have lived in a meaningful way, and this brings me joy. This brings me joy, and would I want to go back into my 20s, for example, and live again? No. I'm happy to be where I am. I don't want to be younger. I'm happy to continue and continue writing this life's story until its last page, so to say. Because when it will be the last page, the last dot, so to say, and I will go and I will leave this world, I know that this will be the experience, and I know that I'm happy with the way I have lived, what I have lived these 40 years in this world, and that brings me a good feeling in my heart, a feeling of satisfaction, a feeling of gratitude, of love, of joy. I know that my life was intense. I have lived many things. I have lived many deaths and many births, because after every death, you are kind of reborn, you continue. And I had many transformations, many experiences, which I also honor, because today is the day of honoring that, because it is my birthday, and I think it is a proper thing to do. Oh yes. So let's continue with some more mantras, and now I would like to get you into one of my also favorite, all-time favorites, Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra, it is a mantra for enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment, but you can also see it as a mantra for the sun, the spiritual sun of the universe. Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhur Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimayi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhur Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimayi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhur Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimayi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Congratulations on the new stage, brother. Thank you, Auguste. So, yes, new stage. As I have mentioned, if you want, you can write me. You can write me something more. If you want, you can write me something you would like me to talk about in this live stream. Uh, because it is going in a spontaneous way. I just Yes, it is going in a spontaneous way, as you can see. I guess I wanted to share something about me, my life. I have lived many years as a hermit, as a yogi, seeking enlightenment, seeking God through the practices of yoga, of meditation, of breathing, of prayer, but then also through master plans, shamanic ceremonies, ayahuasca, San Pedro, different master plans. I'm grateful and I feel privileged that I have lived many years enjoying this hermit lifestyle with which I have cherished every moment. I can tell you that I have cherished every moment living in my Lithuanian forests when it all started back in 2000, maybe 5, when I left the sect, and my times in the Himalayas, the Himalayan caves, my short time in the monasteries with Tibetans. And then my life led me to Switzerland, my first love, Swiss woman. And then we both traveled to South America, to Argentina, where we separated, me and her, but I was exposed to the beauty of South America and the mountains of Patagonia in Argentina. Incredible, beautiful mountains. I have lived my beautiful fair share of time in those incredible mountains as a hermit. Then I also, I have different places in Argentina, then Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Chile, but less, which also led me into shamanic path with master plans, which was also one of the reasons why I went to South America. I've heard about this ayahuasca plant in Peruvian jungle. So this is what also made me interested to travel to South America. And little did I imagine that I would stay in Latin America for 10 years. Uh, and this is where my shamanic path started, with master plants, with San Pedro cactus, then with ayahuasca. Then I met the abuelo, the shaman, the old man deep in the jungle. Then I did all of these different dietas, living in the jungles, drinking master plants, drinking ayahuascas, living in the mountains, drinking San Pedro, doing my retreats. I spent a lot of time living in the mountains, doing retreats of my meditation, yoga, self inquiry, seeking God. In meditation, in solitude, but also with these master plants, which has been my spiritual path. However, at the same time, life has given me chances of living a less hermit life, but also getting my fair share or my play in the life among the people, so to say. I had known women. I have my son Cory. He's 12 years of age. Uh, and so I was married, and as you can see now, I'm again, I have a family, a new family, Sol, my beautiful woman, that I'm blessed and grateful to know and have in my life. She also had opened my life to definitely new things, than a simple hermit or kind of a hermit, shaman, hermit lifestyle. It was all black and white. It was all practice, 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 will, effort, just like tunnel vision. Just do the practices, do shamanic and spiritual practices going towards God. Nothing more. No other people to spend time with. Just my son. I would spend my time with, and then give my work as a shaman with retreats, and then the rest of my time I would just practice, 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 black and white, living austerities and shaman and yogic practices, and yes, shamanic practices as well. But now I have a family, my beautiful woman, and as I can see, it had brought me again into a different type of life, which also does have its own challenges. And now I'm a family man. I don't have 10 plus hours every day to do my meditations, which, yes, I do miss. Sometimes I do miss, but at the same time, I understand that life continues, and I have been given a gift to experiment with different things in life. And having a family is also definitely a meaningful part and an important part of life, which I consider a blessing too, and a spiritual opportunity as well. So, what I'm saying, I'm grateful. I'm grateful with my family, and before moving into the next gear, let me chant a few Om mantra to let my brain cool down from so much talking. So I'm grateful to have the family that I have, the woman that I have. I'm delighted and filled in my heart with joy and meaning seeing my daughter, my beautiful Amaru Sundari. She's 1 year and almost 1 month old. And my beautiful sweetheart daughter also brings a lot of joy and meaning. Many times makes me smile when I see her innocent, beautiful smile, which makes me feel like the shining ray of Son of God. When I see her smile, it makes me smile also. So it's beautiful to experience love. I'm also grateful to have my son Cory, although it's also a heartache in my life. As you can see, I'm opening my heart. It's also a heartache because I don't see my son often. He lives with his mother, and I do miss him, and and I hope that soon I will be able to see him again. I hadn't seen him for almost 2 years, and that's a long time. So this is one of my wishes, and if I were to ask for a birthday wish, maybe that would be what I would ask for. I would like to see my son Scotty, and I would like him to see my daughter as well, for them to get to know each other. That's my birthday wish. Let's see how long it takes for it to come true. Uh, so, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have my children, and grateful to God, grateful to them. I love them, and I hope that in near future I will be able to spend more time with my son Cory. To appreciate this day, my birthday, I feel it is it is proper. Maybe it is the word proper for me to also share other things of my everyday life. So how is life going for me? And one of the incredible blessings of my life and privileges life has given me is that my work, my work as a shaman, guiding retreats. People come here from all parts of the world. They come to Peru, here to the jungle. They come to me so that we go into the jungle house, the spacecraft, deep in the virgin jungle, where we stay for usually 2 weeks while participating in these. I have a wasp flying around, so it's jungle. You have some wasps flying around you from time to time. So uh, I'm privileged to have my work as a shaman, and be guiding those experiences, those retreats to really special people. I can say that people who come to my retreats, the ones I organize, are special people. Not anybody chooses to do that, and it has been my privilege, my blessing, my joy. I have met a lot of great people, great friends, great brothers, dear, dear friends who have come to these retreats, and I had my privilege of getting to know these people from very close, because in those ceremonies, ayahuasca, other plants. You get to see the person from very close because you open up so much, and that's a privilege. That's a privilege, and it has been my gift to have my work and make my, let's say, money to support my family in this way, doing something which I love to do and which I find meaning in doing, and it's been many years of many ceremonies, many shamanic ceremonies I've guided, many things I have seen. Uh, I can say I'm an old wolf. I have seen many things. In spiritual dimension, I have seen many things, which also just fills my heart with gratitude of everything I have lived. And now, as I have spoken about my retreats, I think it could be interesting to introduce you to my brother Brent, who's sitting next to me. He's on his headphones. I will ask him to join, but my brother Brent came for a retreat with me. We will. Yeah, come over, bro. I'm talking about you. So I was saying, take your time in coming, brother Brent. So my brother has come, and we will go to the jungle mountain. We will spend 2 weeks. Yeah, join in, brother. So I wanted to share. For me, it's special to have you, Brent, to have you here. We will go to the jungle house in a few days. The day after tomorrow, also we will do shamanic ceremonies
Yes.
for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's my privilege to get to know my brother, and also what I guess I wanted to share with my people, and also with you, brother. I wanted to share something which also maybe is common, me and you, because Brent has been in war, U.S. veteran, Afghanistan, Iraq.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
yeah. And what I guess I wanted to share, a kind of personal story for me, that is. So I was 19 years of age. It was after I have left the sect. I was in this religious sect. I entered the sect 18 years of age. I left about 19, which was very traumatic for me. It had destroyed me psychologically, physically, in different ways. That's a long, long, long subject. Spiritually, I lived like paranormal things in there. But when I have left the sect, I had so much pain in me, in my heart, and I didn't want to live. And I remember I saw this poster on the wall somewhere in the city. That was like a poster, you know, become a warrior and a soldier, and join Afghanistan. Join United Nations. United
Yes.
Nations. It was in 2006, and when I saw that, I it got my attention, and I was thinking, oh man, I kind of wanted to join, but I guess the reason, well, different reasons for why I wanted to join that. One reason is I had so much pain in me that I wanted to die, and for me to kill myself to kill myself was like a weakness, go against yourself. Killing is weakness, yourself. So I thought if I go to war, no, I can die as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess the emotional, and I guess another reason was I did have anger in me, pain. That was pain from what I have lived in the sect. That was pain, but when you have pain, you don't know how to deal with that pain. The most kind of normal way is kind of search for how to make this pain go out. And going into a war is kind of an easy way to kind of relive, experience, or share this pain in a way. So these are my feelings now that I remember that I wanted to join the military and be sent to the war. Yeah, and had I chosen that, if I had chosen that, it is possible. It was around the same time when you were
Yep.
in Afghanistan. So, well, I have not chosen to go there because I was straight from the sect, and I thought that in the sect I was doing what the man was telling me to do, kind of the teacher, so to say, and he was also telling me to do like bad things, and I thought that I was doing it for God, and he would tell me to go and steal, shoplifting, a lot of shoplifting, siphon gasoline, and lots of things, but also go and kind of intimidate people or try to beat people. I had to kind of do bad things
Mm-hmm.
in that sect. Although I was very kind of, I was a boy, 18 years old boy. I was timid and shy, and I was afraid because unlike you, I guess, I don't know, but in my childhood, I was a timid, shy boy. I was bullied at school. I wasn't the bully, I was bullied at school. So when I was in this sect, and I believed that I was doing this for God, well, I had to do things which was going against my own nature, and like I have to go and kind of, yeah, inflict some pain to others for sure. And when I left the sect, I left the sect because I didn't want to inflict more pain to anybody else. And this, my thought, joining the military, I thought, well, a part of me wants to do this, but another part, I know that now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna follow, most likely follow the orders of somebody else. Not my teacher, master, but somebody else. And not necessarily those orders will be to do the right thing. And now that my brother Brent is here, I can also kind of relive this, or yeah, we can talk about this, and about also what it's also an encounter of me for what my life could have been had I joined the military, because my brother had seen things and have lived things, and that had left an impact, of course. And this is why you are here. Maybe you want to say something.
Yeah. If you can hear me about the wars, yeah, I came from that tough childhood too. My grandfather fought in World War II, and my father fought in Vietnam. And so it was bestowed upon me almost to be in the military, even though I didn't know it. It's kind of like if you're a family of doctors, but we were a family of soldiers. And the things that they do to you as growing up, when you come from that childhood, isn't like the regular people. I was hardened as a kid. I thought my only choices was the military. It only just made sense for me. And that's the problem, is because in there it was full of corruption. It's full of so many things that are just so wrong. Inoperable vehicles, inoperable weapons, theft. What really goes down inside your body, goes down inside your heart, is pain and anger. And I would be so mad at the people around me that when the bad guys or the Taliban, they would shoot at me, I would want to shoot them back. Almost like a fantasy, because that was my outlet. If they were going to be shooting bullets at me, then that was my outlet. And that was so bad. And it fills your heart with hate. And sometimes they never make it out of that. I know soldiers that never were able to turn the page. And sometimes I talk a lot about the past, but I've turned my page. And I've moved forward into more of a spirituality and things like that. And you got to, man. You have to do it. Because it's inside of you. And you ain't going to get another chance. You may never get another chance. So you got to make the choices in your path that will lead you to forgiving yourself and forgiving the others around you, and being able to feel empathy again for the existence that we have. And I didn't get to that point right away now, because it's a hard hill to climb, but you just got to keep climbing it, man. And ladies, because it affects all now. Don't be thinking that I'm talking just men now. My sergeant major was a woman, and she stole a lot. She did a lot of bad things. I knew a lot of women that did a lot of bad things, just like men. So you better understand that it can affect all. And it's upon all of us to understand that we're in this situation together. We're here together. And we're afflicted by many of the same things, even if we can't tell each other in words. Our hearts feel it, and it takes the toll on the mind. And so I'm just really happy that I got to meet this Mr. Dolama. I've watched him for a long time, many, many years on YouTube. But I knew before I came down here I need to work on myself, you know? And that's what it's all about. Trying to find your path, work on yourself, and get to the next step. And so thank you, Mr. Dalma, for having me down here. And thank you guys all for supporting this man, because he's a gem. There's not a lot of people out here like this. I'll tell you that's real talk. So thank you again.
Brother. Special to hear your words, brother. Thank you for sharing. Whoa. And as also I have been saying, for me it is privilege to get to know you, and also many other people who have come to my retreats. I had my privilege to get them to know true people who have also impacted me, and I have learned from them. I'm learning from you, for sure. We are all learning from each other. And it is beautiful to see this how to call it, spiritual evolution, the path that you have done that wasn't easy. That many of the people who are watching this live stream, this video, also likely you have walked on this path, spiritual path. that is not easy, but is making making things better. Okay, I would like to chant some more of Om mantra. If you want, you can just stay silent, or if you want, you can chant along. Uh, I have somebody calling me. I'll have to go and leave for a few minutes. Uh, if I let the mic with you, maybe you want to share some of your experience. I have to go and do something.
Okay.
I don't want to cut the stream, so I'll leave you with my brother Brent. I'll come back soon.
Well, experiences that we have received. The jungle. It's a wonderful experience. I'm coming from Texas. That's in America. I was in the Dust Bowl in Texas, West Texas. There's not a lot of life out there. And that's part of the reason why I just love the Amazon. And you can feel the life as it courses through the jungle, the many sounds, and the many movements. It's actually a pretty crazy ecosystem down here um, that I never experienced before until I came down here. And that's important because you realize how just precious certain things are and how intricate and almost magical they are. They make you think twice when you decide to throw something on the ground because that's similar to like maybe spitting on a Ferrari. It just doesn't make no sense. And so we're going to get it back to Dolama.
Thank you. That wasn't expected. I didn't expect that either. I gave the live stream to you. Yeah. Thank you. So I had to get some things. Uh,
Would you like to take center stage? I'm going to exit.
yeah. So brother,
Brother.
we are going with Brent for 2 weeks. The day after tomorrow, we're gonna do Bobinsana, ayahuasca, different plants. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this, brother.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Alright, I think we can continue with some more chanting. Now, this one is Triambakam, Mahamrityunjay Triambakam mantra, a powerful mantra of Lord Shiva, a masculine, fiery, strong mantra which is ingrained in my heart as well. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityormukshiyamamrita. 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 Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandham. Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityormukshiyamamrita. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityormukshiyamamrita. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityormukshiyamamrita. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Sangyamiva bandhanan mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Our life continues. Maybe we've got more activity going on than messages. So, okay, let's read this one. Yes, Dolama. As a yogi that identify yourself with the immortal soul and not with the body, have you experimented the union with everything? Stella Maris, thank you for this one. Thank you for this question. Have I experimented the union with everything? That's my experience. Experience of life. Life beyond your physical personal life that we all have, and I'm well aware of this personal life, this story, Dolama Mantas, this identity, a shaman, a householder, a father, an athlete. I'm well aware of this identity, of course, and I think I manage it pretty well in social and in you know living as a man among men now, not as a hermit anymore. You know, but at the same time, in my inner being, there is always this experience of the beyond. And I've been smiling. You saw me smiling. I'm looking at the skies, beautiful skies. So this is union with everything, union with life. So while on one, let's say, frequency, on one level, I'm aware of my physical body and I'm uh, taking up this life, these responsibilities, this work, as a man, as a father, as a householder now, managing my identity of a real yogi who cannot meditate 10 hours anymore. But I think that I do a pretty awesome job in the way that I behave as an identity, as an ego, let's say. You know, I guess you could see this in my family, in in the way that people who know me, people here in the village, how they see me. So I manage this outer, let's say, experience and this identity of my soul, so to say. But at the same time, in my inner being, I'm always aware of that what cannot be named, that what is beyond time, beyond any duality, beyond anything. This, what I live, what we live is an experience, but beyond this is where I am as well. The existence, the uncreated reality, so to say, uncreated, unmanifested reality. I perceive myself a part of that. you can say. And this gives me a feeling of immortality. And while I live this life and I'm dealing with these everyday challenges and this drama of life, of every day, at the same time, inside me, deep in my heart, there is this experience that makes me know that what I'm living, what my eyes see is a dream that will end. And in this dream, I'm 40 years old, so I still have kind of half, or a bit more, or more than a half to go. and But I'm grateful to have this spiritual experience of something much larger than my physical or my personal or my identity as tied to the physical body or my soul. I'm Yes, I'm grateful to see the world with the eyes that I see now and experience it the way that I do. Because many years ago, or at least when I was before the sect, let's say when I was a kid, the consciousness I had, the feeling I had, the life I had, the way I felt life, the way I felt perceived myself, and the way that my experience of life was, is a completely different than it is now. Meaning that in these 40 years of, of physical body, I have undergone, in spiritual terms, I have undergone more than 40 years. And, uh, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Life is a gift. Let's continue. Let's continue into another mantra, another special mantra to me. This one is a Buddhist mantra. Om Hum Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. And this mantra reminds me of this Tibetan Lama Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche, who who has impacted my life in a very positive way. And let me chant this mantra. Om Hum Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. 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 Om Hum Vajra Guru Pema Siddhum. Om Ahum Vajraguru 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 Pema Siddhum. This mantra, Om Ahum Vajraguru Pema Siddhum. When I chant it, I remember or I visualize this Tibetan Lama, Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have the teachers that I have had, the inspirations I have had in my life that had also helped form me in those about 20 years or more than 20 years of my spiritual path. My spiritual path started kind of 18 years of age when I entered the sect, so I have 22 years old of my spiritual path, you might say. And on this special day, 40th birthday, I also want to show my respects to to Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche, with this mantra I have just chanted. Share my respects, my gratitude to the abuelo, the shaman, the old man, the man of God. I have the shaman, I have chanted his mantra before, his ikara. And also I want to take my time to also show my respects, my gratitude to all of these people, men and women who have formed my life, who have made my life better, made me grow, made me expand in my life. And at the same time, with this also show the respects and gratitude for, and also send the best of prayers, best of intentions to those people, to those great people who have helped others in different ways, those people who have uplifted the humanity in different ways, some in spiritual ways, some in other ways, helping, serving the humanity, serving the good, so to say. Those people, I show my sincere respects, and my prayers go to those people. I also, on this special day of mine, I also want to show that same respect and gratitude to my parents and my ancestors. And I think this is also the time for all of us and all of you, my dear friends watching this, to also take your time to also appreciate and honor your own parents, your own ancestors, because I think it is an important thing to do. In my case, I'm a lucky guy, privileged and happy to know that I have had a beautiful childhood. My parents, good people. I have received a lot of love when I was a kid, and I have had a beautiful childhood. I lived in a beautiful family. It gave me a lot of good things. With all of my respect and gratitude, I appreciate that, showing gratitude to my parents, whom they don't understand English, but they know that I love them. Lithuanian, we speak Lithuanian in Lithuania. I'm born Lithuanian, and I've been blessed to have indeed special parents. Uh, yes, in many regards, in many regards. And also grateful for my ancestors because I'm coming from them. I carry their DNA. And this is also, I think, important to mention for me, to give a few moments, that it is important for all of us to, well, at least to understand that regardless of the way we feel about our parents and ancestors, we are coming from them, and therefore it is better to make things straight with our family, with our parents, with our ancestors, because we want it or not, but we are coming from them, and in a way they are our roots. And until we kind of, well, I guess it is important to have a better relationship with our parents, with our ancestors, because this way, this energy coming from our ancestors is, you know, can give us in energetic terms, give us give us strength and blessing in our life, because we want it or not, we are coming from our ancestors. And if we hold them in hatred in our heart, then this hatred is going against us. And therefore, if we are able to forgive our parents, our ancestors, and such, I think this is also a way to forgive us and have a better life ourselves. This is why I think it is important to understand the importance of, well, at least to know that our ancestors and our parents, they are important and worthy of respect regardless of what has happened. And I know that many people, most of the people, hadn't had the childhood that I have had, loving childhood, loving parents. For me it is easy. I know that many people hadn't had that gift. However, I think that it is important to understand that our ancestors are important, because if not them, we wouldn't be here. And let's pay our respects to them one way or another. I also want to take my time, a few moments, to also honor, respect, and appreciate you, my people, my friends, my brothers, my sisters. Many of you I know personally, and many of you whom I don't know personally, well, you know me. You have seen me, and in some ways, I have, I guess, impacted your life throughout the period of some time. And for me, that is special. And I wanted to say thank you to you. As I have already said, I have met people, I have dear friends, dear brothers, dear sisters that I'm privileged to have, I'm grateful to have, that made my life even more meaningful, made my life more meaningful. And that's a good feeling to have in my heart, and therefore my heart goes out to you, my friends. I'm grateful to have you in my life. I'm grateful. And definitely, I wish the best to you, my dear friends. And that's also my prayer. Wishing those rays of light, of the spiritual light, of the light of God, of light of truth and love, of that light, the rays of that sun, to be on you, my dear friend, to illumine your path, to give you strength, to give you hope when there is no hope, to give you love when you feel alone, to give you what you need. I wish and I pray that the rays of that spiritual light be upon you, my dear friend, giving you love and wisdom, giving you understanding of how to live, giving you health, giving you the necessary needs and means to make your life, make your day, the financial story and such, which is also a challenge for many people, make ends meet. Wishing the best of health, the best of energy, the best of everything. But I guess more than anything else, wish this connection with life itself, with God. Because when you have this connection with God, well, I guess that's the most important thing. You may be poor and miserable and weak and dying, but if you have a spiritual light inside of you, you will die a beautiful death. And you will, even in whatever your condition is, having that spiritual experience, the closeness of spiritual God, let's say, will make your life, will make your experience more beautiful, more meaningful, more true, more delightful, more more joyous in all of the ways. And I guess this is what I find the most important thing for me. That spiritual light, and therefore this is what I also wish for you as the most important thing. That connection with that God, whatever it be for you. People follow different religions. Many people don't follow any religions. But our Creator, the source of who we are, the life itself, let us remember that, let us honor that, And let us rejoice in the fact that we are coming from this miracle that is called life, and that we have a spark of this miracle of God in us. Such a treasure, a spark of God, a seed of God, a spark of life, an essence of life we have in us. The most precious thing imaginable. We have it in us. So let us remember that, and let us cherish that, and let us live our life illumined with this light. I think our live birthday is slowly approaching the end. It's been already what time? How long it's been going? 1 hour 40 something minutes. So it's close to 2 hours. Me paying tribute to myself. This is what I thought it was proper to do. 40th birthday. And also paying my tribute to all of those people special to me. Okay, we've got some more activity going on here. Uh, I'm reading. Keep it up. Keep it up. Happy birthday and thank you for all your videos. Thank you. Thank you. Javier, I guess your name. Thank you. Thank you for watching those videos. And I made a lot of videos throughout the years. Uh, Thank you. Thank you. Bless brother, long time watcher. Okay. Yes, it's been many years. And I'm also privileged to hear that there are people who know me, who have been by my side for many years. That is also for me special, of course. It's special to know. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Shawar Moni. Augustus is asking, I used to chant this mantra spelling Padme, so right way to spell is Padme. This mantra I have just chanted, this Buddhist mantra. Om Ahum Hum. Well, this is how I'm chanting this mantra in particular. Tibetan Buddhism versus Indian Buddhism, because in Sanskrit, in Indian, Padma is lotus. Padmasana is lotus pose, so it's pronounced as Padma in Sanskrit, in Indian. But in Tibetan, sometimes I think they pronounce Pedme. I don't know. The most important thing, as I say, is your heart, is your intention. When I chant those prayers, when I chant those mantras, they are prayers to me. I chant them with devotion, and I think that's another mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. So I also chant Padme. The most important thing is your heart, I would say. Narayan, active real yogi, still active. In many regards, more householder, means a more active life than a hermit yogi one on the mountain. you know. So a different stage of life, householder. Sometime that also put a whole process for me is in regards of my identity with real yogi. Whether I'm still a real yogi, being a householder, no more a hermit, I'm not meditating 10 hours a day or more. Am I still a real yogi? Well, what I know is that I'm trying to live the best way I can, and the spiritual dimension for me is I guess the most important. So yes, I'm active. I'm active. Uh, Another just sent you South America sometime. Maybe you could even come to my retreats. That is the best. That is the best way to experience real yogi life is on the jungle mountain, on a retreat, of course. But yeah, I would be very pleased to get to know you, my my friend. And also, people come and, for example, Brent, already my brother Brent. So he came. He's staying at our house with my family here in the village. He's been already for like 5 days or something, maybe even more. And we are going to the mountain in a few days. But people come to visit me, and also they stay here in the village with me, my family, see the way I'm living now as a householder with my family. How real is the real yogi. You can see how active, at least, is real yogi. So would be great. Welcome, my Narayan Shankar. I would love to get to know more about you, but maybe we will meet. Uh, Another one, again from the same Narayan Shankar. How wonderful! Don't worry, you are real yogi. Life is yoga. Life is yoga. Well, that's the highest yoga, right? I agree. That's the highest yoga. That's the challenge I take as a householder, because yes, for a certain time I felt a little bit sad, to say it mildly, missing my days of meditating 10 plus hours every day, working on my anahata and my sahasrara and my mantras and learning Sanskrit and all of these things. Now it is different. Now I'm a householder, uh, less time for spiritual practices. But at the same time, which this makes me take a challenge of making yoga always, as you say, lead life is yoga. Indeed, life is yoga. Because now I'm put to the test. Now my years of solitude and my spiritual compassion and things are put to the test of real life and family and things, patience. You need to have a lot of patience as a father also. So, and I also understand that there life is a gift. And I have lived my path as a real yogi intensely. And as I say, I have cherished those moments fully because I always knew that it may, I don't know how long it is going to last. I'm happy I have lived as a real yogi hermit, but at the same time, I'm also happy and privileged to see and to live the challenges that I live today, and what I'm learning also today, living as a family man among men. You know, back then days, I would spend the whole time there completely alone as a hermit doing my practices, yoga, meditation, prayer, shamanic plants, and I would go down just once in 1 or 2 months down here to the village, this very village, to get some food and bring the family. I'm kind of finding real yoga in householder's life as well. So pretty deep, pretty deep. These are all of the messages, all of the comments I have got. We already close to 2 hours live stream. So today is my 40th birthday, and you remember my on this channel, on this YouTube channel, I was giving real yoga classes, real yoga live. I was teaching and guiding, uh, and I guided up to the class 39, I think, as far as I remember. And then I stopped giving those classes. But I'm looking forward to come back and continue teaching other yogic practices. Oh yes, I'm looking forward. I was missing doing that as well, but I'm a busy, active, real yogi householder. Active means I have less time, so that was also a big reason why it was more difficult to keep up with real yoga live classes. However, the last one, as far as I remember, was class number 39. And yesterday I was still 39 years of age. Now, me turning 40, I think it is also a good sign for me to continue my yoga live classes. And the next one will be real yoga live 40, if that's the correct numbering. ray, ray. Sus armas jayare muy baltare muy so tiare muy muy balta manta tiare muy cura que gato tu trebario rei 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 cuerpo ra ra rei ra rei 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 con sus armas ra ra rei rei ondas madre selva rei 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 maestritos rei rei rei. My dear friends, it's already 2 hours. 2 hours the live stream. I guess the connection is somewhat worse now. There was a connection in the internet stream, so now it's on my mom. No, everything is good, but me. So if you can see me worse quality, that's the way it is. Thank you for watching this stream, for watching this video. These people who have made it up to this point, 2 hours. Well, friends, of course, you don't need to be legitimate friends to. You don't need to watch me for 2 hours to be my friends. Well, I wish you thank you being a part of my life. Thank you for being a part of my life and making my life more more beautiful because you do make my life more beautiful.